So it's an honor to be here with you, Fred Nicole. I can't believe I'm standing here actually interviewing you.
Okay, hi Rob, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Hey, really nice to meet you too. So we're looking at the NIAD range today, which looks familiar to obviously a lot of us who've used the Anasazi range previously, but it looks like there's been a few changes to each of the models. Can you tell us a bit more about them?
Of course, of course. So there are many things were changed, but like a few characteristics stayed, like it is a really good all-round shoe generally. The flat last stays the same, the toe stays the same, and we kind of keep the same model going from moccasin, Velcro to lace up. So that is kept. But after, what is a bit different, they use a different upper material. This is a microfiber, ultra resistant to abrasion, but quite comfy at the same time. So it adapts to each foot somehow. The rand is a bit different, but mainly there is a nice toe patch going up for toe hooking. And the heel is made with two pieces separated, the heel cup and the slingshot, which give a really nice feel, a nice fit feel, and a really high performance on heel hooking. So they are.
I guess like the Anasazi range is probably one of the most popular ranges of climbing shoe that's ever been produced. So it looks, I mean, because I've used the moccasin a lot over the years, but the addition of the toe rubber around the top of the shoe looks like a really good one from a bouldering or crack climbing perspective.
Yes, it does, absolutely. It is a really good shoe. I must say that moccasin was always one of my favorite shoes, and this version is working quite well for all type of bouldering. And it's true that it's pretty efficient on toe hooking. And the heel is nice as well, a bit different slightly. It's separated this time to the rand. And in fact, this toe patch is giving some stiffness to the whole shoe as well, even if the midsole is kind of soft, because it's kind of articulate. There is a window in between. But this part is making it really precise. So it's a really good choice for all-round slipper, old style of climbing.
There's probably not many shoes like the moccasin that have been used on cutting-edge bouldering, sport climbing, and trad climbing over the years.
It's true. It's an impressive shoe, and that was it made a lot, and it's still working well. It's still many people like it a lot. That's true. I do too.
And in terms of the lace-ups that you've got in the middle, you've got the two models there side by side.
Yes, I got two models. In fact, for the Velcro and for the lace, you have two woman version, lower volume with a smaller heel, lower toe cap. Same with the Velcro. So the last is slightly narrower. They call it woman version, but it could be pretty efficient for narrower feet generally, I must say. That could be a choice. And from the toe patch right now, the lace is slightly higher, but the stiffness is quite good still. So quite a precise shoe, and yeah, a nice version, yes.
The Anasazis, the pinks, have always been very popular for the British audience because of the level of support that they provide on small edges, and also how they soften up in time, so that on the gritstone, for instance, they become nice and supple for the smearing.
That's true. It was a really good shoe, and many people like it as well in Switzerland, all over the place, mainly for wall climbing, slab, micro edging. I like them as well for that, I must say.
So, I mean, on the question of design, Fred, because whilst we've got you on, it's really interesting to speak to someone who, I mean, I guess this is you having gone back to an existing range and given them all a tweak. But there's things like the Craw and the Alien in recent times as well that you've designed completely new shoes. What's it like, and where do you start with the design process?
It's nice. It's nice to work on something really new on my side personally. And I start with an idea, with the experience I got through climbing and what I like, the sensation I like on which footholds or which problem or routes. And I try to work that out and try to see which tension I need, which shape I will need to improve this stuff. And it's a continuous process, and I really enjoy it personally. For the NIAD line, we were a whole team of people working on that. So like usual, but on this one even more. So it's not, I had some ideas for it, but it's not my own responsibility. But I think the actual product are quite good. I really like the moccasin. The Velcro is quite comfortable, same type, and strong still. And the lace is nice, comfy. It's maybe slightly softer than it used to be for some, but people have to try it, and that could be changed as well.
It's always interesting when you speak to people, because some people say that boots should be stiffer because they like the level of support, but then you'll speak to someone else who prefers them softer for the sensitivity. And I guess that's why you have a range of climbing shoes available, isn't it? Just so that there's something for everyone.
Yeah, of course, it is something for everyone. And this is, right. You can play a lot with all the different material. It could be the upper that you can make soft. You can make something hard through the different tension. You can make it hard just through the stiffness of the midsole. So it's really a hard combination that you have to find out for each model. So, yeah.
I guess one thing we haven't covered as well, I presume that each of these is going to have the Stealth, possibly the C4 on. Am I right in saying?
Yes, they do. They all do have the C4 on it, so which give one of the best support steel rubber-wise for a good mix of friction and edging power.
I guess whilst we got you, Fred, one last question. How's things been with you throughout lockdown? Have you managed to maintain motivation for climbing or training? And how's things been with you in Switzerland?
Switzerland, for that, we were quite lucky, was pretty mellow with the lockdown. So we had a lot of opportunity to still go out and enjoy the climbing. And right now, the weather is quite nice. It's a really good season. It's like late winter, early spring. It's one of the best seasons. So that's great.
That's good. We had a sunny weekend, this last weekend gone, and it felt like the first day of spring. You know, when you just go out and there's hope, there's a bit more daylight, you get some vitamin D from the sunshine, and
it's great.
It was fantastic. It was nice as well to actually go out climbing after what feels... We've had very mixed weather this winter. Well, We always have mixed weather. It's the UK. But we had lots of rain in December and lots of snow in January. And yeah, anyway, hopefully we'll get a few shoes from the NIAD range to review this spring, which will give me an excuse to go out climbing for work purposes.
That's great. I hope you will like them. It will be nice to hear what you think about them as well. Really. So
brilliant. Thanks for speaking to us, Fred. It's been a pleasure.
Nice to speak to you as well. And have a great afternoon.
You too.
Cheers.